Election day is drawing near, and with 1 week to go, we're trying to meet with all the candidates that we can. However, my first guest needs no introduction, as you've seen her on this program many times, tirelessly representing the Charleston Animal Society. Let's welcome back Kay Hyman, candidate for North Charleston City Council, representing District 8. Great to have you with us.
I'm so thrilled to be here in this capacity.
Oh,
for
goodness.
Sure.
Well, that's just it. I mean, you have been a tireless advocate for homeless and abused animals all throughout the state of South Carolina and beyond. What made you decide to run for public office?
Well, actually, it's been a bucket list item for me. I ran in 2011 against our incumbent that's still in place, and I learned a lot. And I learned that I needed to not run until he stopped. So that's what I did. And about 6 months ago, people were asking me, he's not going to run, he's not going to run, are you going to run? But I was in the middle of breast cancer treatment. I had radiation, and I said, you know, right now I just want to heal. I just want to survive. But the closer it came to the date to have to register to be a candidate, I kept thinking, you know, this is something you've wanted to do. I saved all my signs from 2011. You
did?
I had
dusted them off and then?
Yeah, I had them in bags. And I had 89 signs. I call them vintage, repurposed,
fabulous,
which is important to me. And I pulled those out and I said, you know, I'm going to run. And that's what I did, and I'm really excited about it. I watched my dad. I helped when I was a teenager to get petitions signed to make our city a city. So I have a long history with North Charleston. As a matter of fact, I've lived there my entire 63 years, as well as my parents and my grandparents.
So what are the issues that concern you the most? What would be the first order of business that you would take care of if elected office?
Well, there's so many things that I would love to be involved in. Tree ordinances, making sure that our kids are getting the recreational facilities that they need. That's critical. I had that in Park Circle when I was a kid, and it really helped me to be who I am. But right now, because of the things that have been happening, the biggest issue is crime in our community. We've just recently had gunshots, cars shooting at each other. We need to make sure our community is safe. And I think that starts with policing and making sure that our community trusts our police officers. So there's a lot to be done in North Charleston.
It's pretty undeniable, though, that you are truly a friend of the community and you are everywhere. So Fox 24, as much as we'd like to claim you as our own, you go on all of our stations here, helping find places for these animals to live, getting funding in order to take care of them and their health.
Yep.
The first time you and I met was actually on Rick Brush's radio show.
Yeah, and that
was 8 years ago.
Wow.
Okay.
And I've been at Charleston Animal Society for 30 years, and I have what I feel is the communication skills and the ability to to make the city council a more humane place, a place better for people to be able to communicate. And I think that's my strongest suit, is that I can communicate. I have lots of connections throughout our state, as you said, and beyond. I've worked with senators, congressmen to enact laws and to present laws that we feel help the animals, and I have those connections that and possible presidential candidates. So I have a lot of connections, and I feel like I can make a difference.
Sure. Now let's go back to crime, because that really truly is on everybody's lips. And here in the Lowcountry, we would like to think that we live in a safe place. However, where would you see the correction to be made?
Well, first and foremost, I think it's with the youth, with young people. We need to help them to understand that they have a chance at a future. So that starts with community programs that are helping to nurture them and their creative abilities, and just to be able to communicate with the police officers. I know that there have been some times that our police officers haven't been put in the best light, and I think that is critical, getting in the schools and helping kids to have those opportunities where they can grow and become productive adults rather than go the other route.
Starts at home, right?
Yeah, and there's so many things have been been taken away from them, like basketball courts, after school activities. All of those things need to be brought back and help these kids to see. I think that's the future. Our children are our future.
Yeah, they certainly are. The song was correct when they said that. Well, we do have some possible events coming up. Anything that you've got
Well,
going?
the main thing that I want to tell everybody is to get out and vote. Right now, early voting is through Friday.
Okay.
You can vote early and keep, from going to the lines, getting in the lines. And on November 7th, come say hello to me, because I'm going to be right there at the polls.
Great. Less than a week away. Thank you so much, Kay.
Thank
Great
you.
to have you. We're back after this.